Hello, my name is Skip, and this is from the Fourth Row's review of When the Game Stands Tall. Now, When the Game Stands Tall is about a high school football team in, the Oakland, California, mid mid middle part of the state of California, De La Salle High School, and it at the point that the movie takes place, it had won over 121, I believe, football games, high school football games, and the coach in the movie is Bob Ladouceur, and Bob is played by Jim Caviezel. You may know Jim Caviezel as the main character and main star of Person of Interest, or you may have recognized him from he played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ. Now, he's kind of a low-key guy, but he's a really good football coach. He's got this team to win all these football games until the one day where it all comes crumbling down and they lose a football game. The following season, after they lost a bunch of seniors, the players they haven't gelled together like previous seasons have. So you have some infighting amongst the players, and then a dramatic event happens. Bob falls sick, falls down of sick. Unbeknownst to his wife Bev, played by Laura Dern, he had been smoking, and so he had somewhat of a heart attack. This coincides with some problems. You have one of the players on the team. He's looking for a rushing touchdown record. Chris, his name is Chris, and he's played by the kid from Vikings. You may recognize the kid from Vikings as Alexander Ludwig. He plays Chris Ryan. Now, he is looking to be the all-time state rushing touchdown record. So his father, played by Clancy Brown, he doesn't have anything else on his mind. He just wants his son to score touchdowns, and he's the fullback. So you have the obligatory parent figure who's got their own agenda. Then you have other players on the team that have their own agenda. Then you have Bob Ladouceur, and he's got to try to get better and get out of the hospital because he had a heart attack. And so we got his wife and his son on his team. On the team, his son plays on the team as well. And now he's trying to make a name for himself, and he needs his father there to be a coach as well. And then you have Michael Chiklis as the assistant coach. He takes over for Bob while he's in hospital. Now, this is, an average football movie, in my opinion. I believe, Bob Ladouceur was one of the assistant coaches in the movie. So my guess is that he really helped make the football in the movie very good, and the play calling and so look very authentic. One of the better movies when it comes to the play calling and the football in the movie is in this movie, because it's very authentic. And I believe Bob himself, as an assistant coach, he never speaks, but he's on the sideline. But my problem is with some of the actors, the young actors in particular. They were just horrible. I mean, they couldn't give their lines out right. I didn't believe what they were saying. The story from their eyes, in my opinion, wasn't coming out right, and that really turned me off. It put me off in this movie. And I'm a big football fan. I'm a big sports movie fan. One of my favorite genres is sports movies, and I've got over 20 football movies in my own personal movie collection. The problem is the acting really doesn't give me the idea that this is a realistic story, even though, it is. It's based on a real story. And then I think Jim Caviezel and Laura Dern's acting goes downhill as well. Their acting isn't as good because of the people they're acting. Maybe it's the script. I don't know. But this movie just put me off. I think there's way better football movies out there. Go see one of those, rent one of those, Redbox one of those. Skip When the Game Stands Tall. My name is Skip, and this has been my review of The Game Stands Tall, When the Game Stands Tall.